That's it. Keep moving.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Point me to the tops, Victor. I got a score to settle.
Sorry, Rambler. I know you're fixing to serve up some vengeance, but I'm gonna have to point you to the Lucky 38 first. Mr. House, the head honcho of New Vegas, is itching to make your acquaintance. He'll help you serve that cold dish of yours extra chili.
Well, tell Mr. House I might stop by later. We'll see how it goes.
Don't you dawdle, little doggy. Mr. House isn't someone you want to go about snubbing. He'll be waiting.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was... Hey, fella, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Why do you need my guns?
Security, baby. Can't make the bread if the bakers are full of lead. You dig it? Don't worry, you're safe as houses in here. Courtesy of Mr. House.
Alright, I guess. Here's every single last weapon on my person.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Have a good time, baby. Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Tops. And what can I do for you today?
You the guy in charge around here? We need to talk about Benny.
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me?
Oh, don't worry, I plan to. But I thought you might like to know that Benny's been making his own play.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Benny tried to kill me, and he stole a platinum chip that I was hired to deliver to Mr. House.
That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer?
What do you make of these cigarette butts I found by the grave he buried me in?
Huh. Well, yeah, okay, these are Benny's brand, and they ain't too common. You got anything else?
You recognize this lighter? I got it from the great cons that he fucked over in Boulder City.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. Still, not exactly a ton of proof. Got anything else, kid?
How about this note that I found in Novak?
Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk, trying to play house like that. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key, it's on the 13th floor. It's a room with the double doors, can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested. Groovy, here's your stuff back. In case you run into company, you dig. I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators are past the slot machines on your left.
So here's all the stuff that I had on me when I traveled to the Mojave from DC, and I finally get it back here.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
Whoa, what's a Securitron doing up here?
Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Shouldn't you be working for Mr. House? How did you end up here?
As I understand it, I used to be just like all those other Securitrons out on the strip. But then my neurocomputational matrix was completely reprogrammed. To be nice! Very, very nice!
You know anything about the platinum chip that Benny stole from me?
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
What's Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wants to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy!
You're very forthcoming with that information.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
So let's say, hypothetically, that I wanted to take over New Vegas instead of Benny.
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no.
Yeah, that's a shame. So what are the details of the plan?
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
So let's say Mr. House were to suffer a tragic accident. How would that happen?
It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network.
Oh, well, that's convenient. It just so happens I've got an invitation.
Wow. Do you have any idea how special that is? Red carpet treatment. Seems a little mean to use his invitation against him like that, but I'm sure it's all for the best. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
Where's the chip now?
Benny carries it with him at all times. I think he's paranoid that someone might want to take it from him. The platinum chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word. This is going to be great. I'm going to help you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not. Come back later if you need anything.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Your crimes against the Legion, including the death of the fearless Vulpes Inculta, are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy again. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
How did you find me here?
I am one of Caesar's frumentari, an infiltrator, a spy. You were not difficult to track.
If he hates me so much, why does he want to see me?
Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
You've been a busy courier, haven't you? You take your obligation to deliver a package very seriously, an ethic for which I am grateful. I will admit, when you ignored my invitation, I predicted negative outcomes. But you have a way of exceeding expectations, don't you? Well, enough. Let's have the chip, then.
Well, not so fast, Mr. House. I think the contract stipulated payment upon delivery.
Fine. Give me the chip and I'll pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
1,000 caps? Well, that's acceptable. Here you go.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious. So very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
So, you got your chip, the contract's been fulfilled. Now what?
A great deal shall be happening. A cascade of events with you taking a central role. At the moment, however, all you need to do is take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level. You'll understand soon enough. Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glastinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the Strip.
Alright, well, I'll just be on my way then, Mr. House.
I'll give you time to think over the consequences of what you're saying. I urge you to reconsider.
Entering common. Innocent visitors.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
Nothing personal, Mr. House, but the sins of the old world must never be repeated, and that can't happen as long as someone like you is pulling the strings. Sometimes you just gotta burn it all down and start over. Well, we burned it down 200 years ago. Now it's time to let go and begin again.
Your vanity project, doomed to fail. May there be a hell for you, a Tartarus, bleak, unending.
Someone's coming out of a 38. What? Are you serious?
Sure, later.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
It's done. I'm ready for you to join me at the Lucky 38.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful. Let's go.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional information.